And from the battlefield to the baptismal, one local man reflects on how he served his country in the Idaho Army Guard and now as a Catholic priest. This father says his life has changed forever because of the service. From preaching in the pulpit to assisting in confession, Father John Worcester of St. Mary's in Boise says his work in the church is a divine calling. For decades, he had another calling too. One weekend a month, he traded his robe and collar for a uniform and combat boots.
I don't think there's a lot of difference between being in a foxhole or maybe sitting in a pew on Sunday.
Father Worcester was a chaplain in the Idaho National Guard, a role he had for over 20 years. But he says he did more than lead religious ceremonies. He says he worked alongside local religious leaders as a kind of liaison. He also prayed and sympathized with soldiers who saw the unimaginable.
Our overall mission is to nurture the living through religious services. We are to comfort the dying, and we are right there at their side when terrible things happen. And indeed, we provide all kinds of memorial ceremonies and services as we honor those who have made the supreme sacrifice.
And it was one supreme sacrifice that he says touched his soul. Deployed in Kirkuk, Iraq, he led a ceremony for a fallen local soldier.
The defining moment of chaplaincy for me was again in 2005 when we watched a very brave young woman, Carrie, she volunteered for the mission that took her life. That was the defining moment when I knew that I had, when I said yes to the Idaho Guard, that I had done a good thing.
Father Worcester retired from the National Guard earlier this year. But he says the stories, moments, and inspiration will guide his faith forever.
That's what the Guard is. It is belonging, it is serving, it is receiving, it's giving.
Reporting in Boise, Lauren Clark, CBS 2 News.